Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another live stream. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking. All right. So today we are going back in time, but also staying in the present, because what we're going to be talking about is the EMTs and the police officers who are involved in the murder of Elijah McClain. All right. There's an article from Denver Post that outlines this that we'll be using for reference material. But if you guys are not familiar with the case of Elijah McClain, it may be something that you want to review. Elijah McClain is the case that opened up the discussion about the pseudoscientific terminology known as excitable delirium, which is basically a license for police officers to kill. Now, the FBI has done multiple studies about excitable delirium, and it's been proven that this diagnosis is used disproportionately in Black males. All right. And if you guys pay very close attention, anytime when there's a police killing, that is always what is cited as a contributing factor. Now, the only problem with excitable delirium is that it's not an acceptable diagnosis by the APA or the American Physicians Association. All right. The only medical organization that has validated the credentials of excitable delirium is the Emergency Medical Doctors Association of America. All right. Shouts out. We got some people in the building early. Let's get this potty started. All right. We got Carla Lockhart in the building. What up with it, Carla? Good to see you as always. We got Alonzo in the building. And yes, absolutely. Here we go. So please make sure you guys get those likes up. All right. Take a moment. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Also, make sure you guys check out the Crimecast channel. Got some really good stuff on there. You know what I'm saying? Got some really good stuff on there. There's 3 videos up. I think that everybody will actually, there's 4 videos up. I think everybody will like those videos. So make sure you guys check out the Crimecast channel, all right? Because it's going down some very disgusting crime stories. It's that kind of stuff that they say just doesn't happen. But guess what? It does. We got Val Williams in the building, and we got Deneen Grant. It is wonderful to see everybody. You know what I'm saying? So now let's get into this, all right? What it says here is criminal cases against the former Aurora police officers and paramedics indicted in Elijah McClain's death will move forward after an Arapahoe County judge found the evidence against them strong enough. All right. So now I want to say something about this case. First of all, this case ended up happening because some Karen called the police on Elijah McClain for simply being Black and being at a gas station. No more, no less. He wasn't doing anything. The disturbing behavior that they claimed that he was doing was literally just living in Black skin. That was what was disturbing to the Karen caller who called the police on them. Then the police came, failed to do a proper assessment, diagnosed, despite the fact that police do not have that in their scope of practice to be able to diagnose people, diagnosed that he needed to be calmed down. They called the EMTs. The EMTs administered a lethal dose of ketamine without any dosing from a physician or any order from a physician or anything. And it put Elijah McClain in the ICU where he later died, just to summarize the case. Now, what I find fascinating is I want you guys to pay very close attention to the way that the Denver Post formed the headline. And while you guys are looking at this, I want to ask you guys the question, does anything stand out? Is there anything that you notice about this headline that stands out? And if there is anything that you notice about the headline that stands out, let me know. All right. Type it in the comments. All right. Real quick. We got 8 likes. Shouts out and thank you to all 8 people who thumbs up the video. We got 11 live viewers. Question: what can we do to get those other 3 people to give a thumbs up so that we have 11 live viewers and 11 likes and get us closer to 22? What do we got to do to earn those other 3 likes? You know what I'm saying? We got a pharmacist in the building. Shouts out to the pharmacist, Trish. Oh, it's Trish. What's going on? It's Tish. What's going on with it? Police officers do not have the right to make medical calls. You changed your name. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts. Officers don't have the rights to make medical calls. And EMTs only have the right to make medical calls that they're ordered to by their physician who's overseeing them. You know what I'm saying? Only doctors, physicians' assistants, and nurse practitioners and other licensed professionals working under the direct supervision of a doctor have the right and the ability to order drugs. You know what I'm saying? Katsy says they're all white. This is true. This is indeed true. Shouts out to my man David Thornton. Everybody drop some radiation emojis for David Thornton because he's got the 9th like. You know what I'm saying? He's got the 9th like. And yes, you are. Yes, you are. All white men. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. Now, what I notice about this is they don't call it a murder. Judge finds enough evidence for cases against men charged in Elijah McClain's death. So, they're not saying murder or anything like that. They're saying charged in death, which I find interesting because they don't really usually describe things like that, so it's just kind of interesting. And again, make sure, shouts out to USA Army Brat. What up with it? And they also omitted to mention that they're all white. Yeah, big facts. Big facts. You guys need to check out the Crimecast channel. All I got to say, go over there and check that channel out. You know what I'm saying? that channel is killing it right now. You know what I'm saying? It's another experiment like C19 that is doing real well. You know what I'm saying? My C19 channel, that was an experiment that's actually now like an actual channel. You know what I'm saying? I can see Crimecast being like that too. You know what I'm saying? So you guys check that out. And I got to agree with David. If you guys agree with David, give me a thumbs up in the comment section. If you disagree, give me a thumbs down. It was murder, let alone harassment. Facts, let alone a false use of a emergency call to police officers. You know what I'm saying? There was no reason for that Karen to call the police on Elijah McClain. You know what I'm saying? They should be charged with contributing or accessory. You know what I'm saying? Because there was no reason for them to call on him when he wasn't doing anything but just being at a gas station being black. That was it. You know what I'm saying? Not according to the Crimecast, Alonzo. Man, guess what all 4 videos on Crimecast are? Take a wild guess. Matter of fact, I'm going to let everybody take a wild guess. What are all 4 of the videos about on the Crimecast channel? I mean, what's crazy is that I just keep finding this stuff. And the thing that's even more crazy is that none of it is anything that is old. It's all just new stuff. I cannot even keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm about to do real quick is I'm going to put the link in the chat for the Crimecast channel. All right. I want you guys to go over there and check that out. I want you guys to go over there and check that channel out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys hit the bell icon over there, subscribe. You will be shocked. That's all I got to say. A grand jury in August indicted 5 men: Peter Chighunick, Jeremy Cooper, Nathan Woodyard, Randy Rodemia, and Jason Rosenblatt on a combined 32 counts in connection with McClain's 2019 death while in their custody, including manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide. Now, here's my question. Do you guys believe that they contributed to the death of Elijah McClain? If you guys think that they did, give me a thumbs up in the comment section. If you guys don't think that they did, give me a thumbs down. And if you don't think that they did, why do you feel that you don't think that they did? That's my question. Okay. So now here it says Lowe reviewed thousands of pages of testimony and evidence on Monday and found that there was enough evidence for the cases to proceed. After reviewing the grand jury materials, the court finds when viewing the evidence in the light most favorable to the people and with all the interferences in favor of the prosecution, there is sufficient evidence to establish probable cause for each of the counts listed in the grand jury indictment filed with the court on September 1st of 2022, Lowe wrote in her order. Now, I find this interesting. All interferences Oh, all inferences. I'm sorry, all inferences in favor of the prosecution. Okay. Probable cause is a legal standard that states there must be sufficient evidence to create a reasonable belief that the defendant committed a crime charged. Now, here's my question. Before we even get into this, do you guys feel that there is reasonable belief that the defendant committed the crime charged? And if you do believe that, why? Why do you believe that? Is my question. I'm pretty sure I know what everybody's going to say, but I just want to hear everybody say why they feel that way. You know what I'm saying? That is a lower standard than beyond a reasonable doubt, standard needed to convict someone at trial. All 5 men are scheduled to appear in court for arraignment on August 12th. All right. So this is going to be coming up, and we're going to be covering this. All right. All 5 men are scheduled to appear in court for arraignment on August 12th. All right. So that's coming up. That's going to be in a month. Now, I find it just absolutely mind-boggling that people literally just, and the lawyer just literally thought that there was not going to be any kind of moving forward with this case. Shouts out to my man Mike Mellis John. Now, I'm telling you guys, this case is extremely important because it talks about excitable delirium. And I referenced excitable delirium in my stream that I did yesterday. All right. So my question for everybody is, did you all get a chance to check out excitable delirium? How many people know what excitable delirium is? When you start doing research into excitable delirium, it's something that has to go. It's basically a non-medical, I'm white and I say so, excuse to allow for the police to get a pass on killing someone. It's the illegitimate Manhattan Institute style attempted legitimization of I feared for my life. That's literally what it is. That's literally what it is. Alonzo says, wondering why there's no coverage on CNN since they're so woke. How many of you guys been following my YouTube channel for more than a year? You guys remember when I did that video last year about the quote Karenization of the Democrat Party? Crazy how that shit's coming true now, isn't it? It's crazy how that shit's coming true. You know what I'm saying? So I got another stream that I'm about to do real quick, and then there's going to be another stream on Blacklight Revelations 4. So if you guys are not subscribed to Blacklight Revelations 4, take a moment, go over there, subscribe to that channel. Your boy is going to be talking about the European flame broil that's going on. I don't know if you guys know about that, but Europe is basically on fire right now with some record-setting temperatures, people literally dropping dead from the heat. You know what I'm saying? Between that, monkeypox, and the low birth rate, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, there's plenty of YouTube content out there to do. What's the difference between excitable delirium and qualified immunity? Qualified immunity is a clause created in the legal system that allows for specific government officials to not be prosecuted by the law or be punished by the law. So that basically means immunity. We all know what immunity is, right? Immunity is, we talk about immunity when it comes to C-19. Immunity means that you have defenses set up where you're not affected by the negative effects of C-19, right? So immunity is something that shields you from negative effect or shields you from consequences. Qualified means you have to qualify for it, right? So qualified immunity means someone that's qualified to be immune from the law. And they claim government officials, different organizations, things like that. All right. So you sound these words out. You know what I'm saying? First word, second word. Qualified. If there's a qualifier, it qualifies you for immunity. Immunity is free from harm. You know what I'm saying? So basically what qualified immunity is that it is a qualification that allows you to be immune from the punishment of prosecution by the law. All right. So that could be a police officer, a judge, a mayor, a president, you know, anything like that. All right. So now, excitable delirium, right? Delirium is something that causes someone to not have a regular mental status. All right. Excitable means that that person was excited into that state. So like an anxiety-driven delirium. And usually what happens is when it comes to this junk diagnosis is that they say that being arrested or accosted by the police or law enforcement or medical professionals or anybody who may be an authoritarian figure can cause people to have this reaction that makes you delirious. And when you become delirious, you have increased epinephrine, norepinephrine, a lot of anxiety related effects that make you less rational and more stronger and can be a threat, quote, to somebody's life. Now, this is junk science. I want everybody to understand that. All right. The science behind excitable delirium is not true at all. There is only one medical organization, and it is not the American Psychiatric Association, that accepts that as a medical diagnosis. Like Katsy was saying the other day, nobody can code it. There's no coding for it for the medical diagnosis system. The American Physicians Association doesn't accept it, and the American Psychological Association doesn't accept it either. The only organization that accepts it as a diagnosis, as a legitimate medical issue or a legitimate psychological issue, is the American Association of Emergency Medical Physicians. That's it. The FBI has done multiple studies on excitable delirium, and it's been proven that excitable delirium is used disproportionately in Black men who are killed or brutalized by the police. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that gives you a little bit of a summary. If you follow my other channel, Blacklight Revelations 1, there's a playlist on there that covers Elijah McClain extensively. In that playlist, there's about 2 or 3 videos that really break excitable delirium down so that people can understand it and so they can understand how much of nonsense it is as well. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't move a muscle. Stay right here. It'll take you to the stream window for Blacklight Revelations 4. Make sure you guys smash the like button over there. Hit the bell. I'll be live on that channel in a little bit. I got one more live stream to do, and then we will get into the climate crisis. All right? Peace.